Welcome 40k fans to this edition of 40k in 30 minutes. In today's contest, the World Eaters, led by a Daemon Prince and featuring Khârn the Betrayer, are squaring off against the Emperor's Golden Protectors, the Adeptus Custodes, led by a captain on a Dawn Eagle jet bike in this 1,500-point matchup.
My name is Sterling Batrick. I am playing the Emperor's Golden Boys. That's right, not the Blood Angels, the Adeptus Custodes. Tactically, they're a very tough army because you have to be able to understand that you're not a shooting army, but you're also not an assault army. Positioning, tactical, weathering whatever is coming your way, and making sure that at the end of the day, you're playing the mission, not try and take out your opponent.
A longtime Custodes player, Sterling has a rather impressive collection of them, of which this is just a sample.
So the army I brought today, Shield Captain on jet bike, one of my most reliable units in the Codex. I also have the Shield Captain with the axe. I love him because he can drop in with my favorite unit, which is the Aquilian Terminators.
I can't wait to see those Aquilon Terminators get in. They are super impressive on paper, if not a bit on the slow and expensive side.
Custodes versus World Eaters, two very aggressive armies. It's mostly I just gotta outlast him and make sure I grab all those points that I can.
Can you explain to us the significance of the hat?
What hat?
I'm Shayne Mitchell. I'm playing pure World Eaters, led by Daemon Prince of Khorne, having Khârn the Betrayer in it, because he's a good old boy. History has said I'm a pretty aggressive player. Even playing guard, I play Catachan, Strachan, and I push across. So World Eaters is a natural jump for me.
Shayne's World Eaters are led by his wonderfully converted Daemon Prince that he's affectionately named Beefcake. An interesting choice, he's also included a Land Raider, folks. Love seeing that relic of a bygone age on the table.
World Eaters are a great way to bring perspective back to the game, bring units you haven't seen in a long time. My favorite unit from the army would have to be Khârn the Betrayer. I've read all the novels of the Horus Heresy. Khârn is one of the best characters in my opinion. It's going to be a very tight positional game. He has the durability, he has the obsec on everything, I have the firepower. I feel it's going to be a tough game.
Neither side has any psychers to speak of, so this is really going to be a tooth and claw, bolters at dawn kind of battle. I like it. Our mission today is Dominate and Destroy from Chapter Approved 2017. Players take it in turn to play 6 objective markers, each being worth a point at the end of each player turn in which they control it. They also get a point for each unit they kill, so sticking your neck out is a real risk-reward in this scenario.
I want this side here. You can take the corner.
I like how Shayne has placed his objective markers here. He's pushed them deep into Sterling's half of the board, but not so deep that Sterling's going to be able to hide behind them.
Putting an awful lot of them on this side here.
I'm World Eaters.
That's a fair assessment.
I'm also making it hard to where you have to place yours.
Got 12 inches there, yep. Right there. Right here. Give myself one right in my own deployment zone.
Alrighty. When we were placing objectives, I made sure they were 15 inches away because they have to be 12 away from each other and 6 inches away from the board edge. So 15 makes it so he has no room to deploy backwards. He has to come towards me.
So I have 7 command points. I started with 8. I used the 1 for the relic, so I have 7 command points left.
I have 8 stock.
Perfect.
So you pick first, so I get to drop first?
You get to drop the first unit.
Alrighty.
You're putting down a rhino with
8 Berzerkers inside.
All right. Praetor Tiberius, my shield captain in Alaris Terminator armor, is going to go into deep strike.
5 Chaos Space Marines with missile launcher.
3 Custodes with spears. They're sitting right on that objective.
Land Raider, 8 Berzerkers, Khârn the Betrayer.
The 4 Aquilian Terminators are going to sit on that golden teleporter pad.
Dark Apostle.
Boy, Shayne's deployment is really aggressive here. He's letting that Land Raider form the tip of his spear, and with a 2-up armor save and that many wounds, why wouldn't you? He's put most of the units that could go in transports in them, so he's really making it hard for Sterling to target any of his infantry in the first turn, should Sterling end up going first. He's also spread out fairly well, and that's going to be an issue for Sterling on turn 2 when he gets his deep strikers to try to get him in close.
Virtus Praetors.
Dorado, Hellforged Dreadnought with Butcher Cannon Arrays.
Right there? Yep. That's just too close. Shield Captain on bike, Legatus Justilius, my warlord. With the 3-up invo rerollable charge, I'm going to use 2 command points
Victors of
to
Blood
make
Games.
him the victor of the blood game. Number one thing that I have learned playing Custodes is that your spear guys are best when they cannot be seen. You want to be that brick wall that steps around a corner.
The big and mighty Beefcake.
I've heard many tales of the beefcake.
And that is me dropped out, sir.
Oh, that is really unfortunate. You're gonna beat me by 1. So I'm gonna use 1 command point, and I'm going to deep strike my Achilles Dreadnought. I believe you have a +1.
Good luck, sir. I'll take first turn. Do you want to seize the initiative?
No.
Alrighty.
I don't.
The board is set, the players are placed, and it looks like this is setting up to be a real close combat affair. Shayne is set up to come after Sterling really hard and fast here, and let's see how it plays out in turn 1.
So I decided not to seize, primarily because he is an aggressive army. I know he is coming my way.
First thing he's doing, he's going to tell his prayer. He's going to yell at these guys to hit on 1 better, on a 2+ because of the people. They're there, so they have +1 to hit.
Shayne's first turn movement, he's spreading out quite a bit. That makes sense to stop those deep strikers and set up to zone him out if he can. It looks like he's jumped Khârn out to get the Chapter Master rerolls to hit, and he's pushed hard down Sterling's right flank.
The one thing I want to get control of is the board. He has deep strikers, I don't. The first thing I need to do is lock him down. All right, so I'll spend a CP for blasters from machines so he ignores moving and firing heavy weapon penalty. Then big old Daemon Prince. He's gonna advance. 4. So we're 16. Big old beef. This boy will pop smoke because he advanced. So big old Dorado is gonna pound its Butcher's Array into the middle unit of Custodes there. Heavy bolters as well. The no line of sight pod will go into the building into the bikes. I need to deal with the bikes. The bikes are gonna be the first problem first turn because they're gonna kill all my cultists. They're gonna be there. If they tag the Land Raider, he doesn't have much to kill my Land Raider, but he doesn't need to. If he just tags it, I have a problem. Yep, so 5 shots. Okay, 2 at -1.
2 on 2 up because I'm in cover.
Yep.
This guy here, he's good.
Okay. Over here, heavy bolters first. 2 wounds, -1.
2 2-ups.
Yep.
So I'll take it on the spear guy pointing forward. Fails 1.
Okay. And the Butcher Array. 3 wounds, -1, 2 damage piece.
First one on the wounded guy. 2 up. 2 up. And 2 up. He is good.
With this missile launcher then, hits on 2 because of the prayer, fails wound. Land Raider is going to put all its shots straight forward. So heavy bolter first, rerolling 1s and 2s because Khârn's nearby. And 3 of them, -1.
2 up. Takes 1, he's down to 1, and another 2 up. He's good.
And then 4 las cannons, 3 at
All right.
-3.
Wounded guy, 4+ invo. He's good. 4+ invo again.
Good.
He's good. 4+ invo one more time. Nah. Last guy is dead.
That is my turn, sir. First turn, I only killed 1 Custode. I could have rolled better, could have rolled worse. I'll take what I can get.
There's no first blood for Shayne that turn, but he is going to score 2 points for holding objectives at the end of his turn. You know, even though he didn't get any kills, I think this is great board control for him. He's really forcing Sterling's hand. He's trying to make him commit.
All right, Sterling. Come on, bring your pretty face to my axe.
I really, really don't want to.
Yeah, looks like Sterling hasn't taken Shayne's bait. Patience is a virtue, they say, and none are so virtuous as the Adeptus Custodes.
This unit here is going to advance 3 inches. That'll actually do it. Give me a free movement up there. 3 across, 3 down. And I fit him into that crevice there.
Saying to take the objective?
Yep, close enough to grab that objective.
Cool, cool. First turn, Sterling really surprised me. He kept his spikes behind to cap an objective instead of pushing him up in the open. I can understand it. The Drado's there, the Land Raiders there. I still have Berzerkers on the table. But I thought he'd push and try to get a kill with him.
Shooting phase. I will take 3 shots from these guys here, and they will go right into those cultists there. 2 wounds.
Kill this boy. Kill this boy.
The other Custodes squad here is going to do the exact same thing. 2 wounds. AP -1, 2 damage each. That is all of my shooting because I am a coward and I don't want to bring my bikes out to watch them get butchered.
Leadership 9 off the Apostle. They've lost 4. 6-1 Cultist runs.
There's really not much in this turn, honestly. Mostly positioning on both players' parts, and neither one has spent any command points either. So Shayne still has 7, and Sterling still has 4. At the end of this turn, though, Sterling does hold 3 objectives, so he goes up by a point, making the score 3-2 in his favor. Smart pre-measuring on turn 2 here for Shayne. Those 9-inch widgets really come in handy for making sure that you're able to block out deep strikers properly.
So, screw it. Khârn back in.
You got this, guys. You got this.
No second powers, just to shoot stings. This boy's putting all his shots into that unit of 2 Custodes. 3s. Okay, 6. -1, 2 damage piece.
That Daemon is a feared dreadnought for a reason. It's really done a ton of work this turn for Shayne, but the Custodes with their 2-ups and 4-ups are so hard, it just doesn't seem like he's going to be able to kill models fast enough.
Heavy bolter.
Oh, this is the killer here.
2 wounds from the heavy bolter. Is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Of course. That's the one that does the damage.
Oh, 1 wound, so much damage.
That's 1/64th my army.
Put the missile launcher into there because it's the only thing I can see on the table.
Which one?
The unit on top of the crates.
Okay.
Hitting on A2. Hits. Wounds on 3. Wounds. -2.
4 up on closest guy.
Good.
How much damage?
3.
3. That is 1 dead Custode.
Yay, I've already done better than my first turn. We're gonna put the 4 las cannons and the heavy bolters into the boys there. 1 hit. 1 wound.
1 4+. Fails.
5. So it kills him. Can't believe we're gonna do another turn with no first strike here.
Shayne's shooting phase here, and he's actually managed to kill 2 more models this turn, but that still is not a unit, and still no first blood.
You're a chicken, Sterling. You're a chicken. I'm not declaring any charges.
I do not see a single armiger on this table.
All right, well, that's my turn.
Hallelujah. I do not want them coming into me. I want to go into them. These guys are going to run.
Sterling's round 2, and he's really making tactical decisions here on his movement. You know, he's aware of that Berzerker threat, and it looks like he's going to try to mitigate them somewhat.
So we're partway through turn 2, and I've lost 3 Custodes. And it's going to be very touch and go. I'm going to have to send some letters home. Emotionally, I'm quite distraught here at this point. 3 Custodes, that's almost a 1/5 of my army right there. That's a lot. I know I still have 4/5 of an army, and it will take only 1 model for me to win this game. That is it for guys that are moving. Next up, Deep Strikers.
Here they come.
Everybody's favorite dreadnought here.
From Golden Light they come. The Aquilon Terminators and that Contemptor Achilles are in. Looks like he was debating targeting the Land Raider or the Daemon for this one. I think Shayne's positioning has proven to be a bit of a conundrum for Sterling.
Oh, the greatest Custodes question. Can you roll a 9?
That really is their make or break right there. People say it's a 4-up. It's, can you roll that 9-inch charge on the deep strike?
Ooh, Custodes shooting is chewing up those cultists as expected, but really he's just clearing chaff at this point. Most of Shayne's heavy hitters aren't really hurt yet.
Is going to shoot the Dorado with his spear. Then he's gonna put his fists into
The Marine Squad.
the Marine Squad. 2 at -2.
Hellforge Reactor, 5 pluses. Make them both.
Not only did the Dorado take no damage, but it cost Sterling one of his precious command points. That's gotta feel awful. But as long as he can get into the charge, he should be okay here.
12 inches. Yep. 8 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
All of them hit. That is 6 at AP -1, so on your armor.
Yep, so the sergeant's out in the open, so he's only got 4+. He's dead. Do you say the other 4 have barricades?
I'd say you got the cover there for sure.
Okay, so back to 3s. Another one
Those
drops.
poor wayward Chaos Marines next to the Aquilon Terminators, though, just got shot up pretty good, and I think that's gonna be first blood, believe it or not, all the way in the bottom of turn 2.
Now the most important phase of the game for me, because I advanced them, I need to make a couple of charges here.
Ooh, I was waiting for this. Those Aquilon Terminators are charging the Dorado. Lots of Overwatch, and Sterling is taking some damage, but these guys are so dead hard, it's not going to matter much.
It is a scary charge if he makes it. It gives them board position, sets them on top of the objective.
Oh no! He's rolled Snake Eyes. He can't even re-roll into a makeable charge. That's horrible luck for Sterling.
Oh, mamma mia, here we go again. It's not good.
I'm happy.
The Achilles goes in, and while not ideal, it's still going to put some wounds on that Dorado. I mean, this is not a good situation for Sterling at all. So at the end of 2, we have a score of Sterling 6 and Shayne 5, and Sterling has spent one of his 4 command points, leaving him with 3 to Shayne's 7.
Beginning of the turn, he's going to tell the Land Raider to be +1 to hit.
Turn 3, looks like Shayne is just really prepping for charges to make sure he can get what he needs to and where it needs to go. He's fallen back the Dorado, smart move. Its ballistic skill is reduced now, so really shooting it in Overwatch that many shots isn't such a bad thing, because he's going to keep those Terminators following it looks like.
It's a whole lot of angry popping out the front there.
Advancing the Daemon Prince. He's
And
consistent.
he can advance and charge, correct?
Oh yeah. Just have Khârn run through to here. First things first, Berzerkers. Going to put 7 bolt rounds into these boys and a crack grenade. And the crack grenade hits wounds.
3+. Actually, I'll take it on this guy here. Okay, you get a wound because that was a 2.
So D3 for 2 damage.
Woo! That's a hot grenade.
Khârn will put his plasma pistol into it. It's always overcharged, but he only takes 1 mortal wound. If he fails it, he can re-roll it because he's Khârn. Hits. Fails the wound. One guy's gonna throw a grenade, 7 bolt pistols into a unit of 3 Custodes. 2 wounds, no negs.
Closest guy.
Good. Grenade. Hits. 3 wounds.
3 up on closest guy. 2 again.
3 damage.
That's a dead Custode.
He's gonna put his heavy bolters into the bikes, 4 lascans into that dreadnought. So the heavy bolters, 1 wound on the bikes, -1.
Good.
And 4 las cannons. Rolling the ones for Khârn. 2 wounds.
5 up and a 5 up. Passes 1, fails the other.
4 damage. I'll keep it.
4 6-ups. He feels 3 of those. Down to 7 wounds.
Oh, this might be stupid dumb. He's going to spend a point for Demon Shell.
Shayne's Dark Apostle's using the Demon Shell stratagem so he can dish out some mortal wounds to those Custodes. That's going to be harder for them to shake off than making 2-up saves for sure, as long as it doesn't miss. And it has! Oh, Chaos is fickle.
I failed the roll. That's dice.
Play with the ruinous powers at your own peril, and the Dark Apostle has taken 3 mortal wounds, almost killing it outright.
It will be the start of the charge phase. Demon Prince charging both of these.
Into the charge phase, and here comes the beefcake. This should be a slaughter fit for the Lord of Skulls.
Here comes the beef. I'm probably gonna lose a couple Custodes units here, and hopefully I'm able to just squeeze in that shield captain, take out that warlord and get that point and not trade a warlord for warlord. So 2 hits.
Yep.
2 wounds. 1, 2 damage each.
Okay, 4 ups. Nope, fail them both, down to 4 wounds.
And then the shield captain on bike, 12 shots. 2, no AP.
3 ups, down to 3.
By the throne of Terra, Beefcake has taken 5 wounds on Overwatch. That's seriously going to affect the Daemon Prince's ability to get in and do work. The Berzerkers also charged that tied up unit. They should do some work for sure, and looks like the other unit has charged. Yep, they've charged the unit in the mid-table. Here comes Khârn! Man, I love this guy. Wielding Gorechild and swinging like he doesn't care who he hits. He's the epitome of a World Eater Marine.
I think I can get him with just the Berzerker unit, and I think Khârn will come in and kill bikes. Attack twice, I can attack 3 times if I need to. We'll see how it goes. 5 at -4, doing D3 apiece.
Another 4+, not good, that's gonna be him. The bikes are interrupting.
Cool.
Oh, Sterling is getting her up to punch Khârn in the face, and Khârn lives! Ruh-roh, Shaggy, that's not good for those Terminators for sure.
That is just not fair. Now I gotta weather whatever comes their way and hope that they're there next turn.
So, Khârn will go. He's only got 6 attacks now. They lose their +1 attack after the first time.
Khârn's swinging away at this Custode squad and 24 some odd attacks, death to the false emperor, he's screaming, he's yelling.
Last 3 command points for Khârn for Khorne's Fury to fight again.
Jeepers creepers, that guy puts out a ton of attacks, and oh no! Not only does he care not, he killed one of his own men in his wildly flailing style of fighting, but he's failed to do any extra wounds here. Big spend of 3 command points and not a lot to show for it. That leaves Shayne with no command points at the end of this turn. That's gotta hurt.
There's a Dan Abbott book all about how angry he is. There's a whole new chapter after today because he swings and he just isn't able to kill them.
Shayne's really pressed Sterling hard here, and going into 3, he's got some decisions to make. He's a bit on his back foot, and if he's not careful, I think Shayne could overrun him.
Right over here, they're gonna fire into the Berzerkers. 1 singular wound at AP -1. Shield Captain on bike, the Warlord, he's gonna fire into the Berzerkers as well.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take that. 9 armor saves.
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Berzerkers die. That is unfortunate.
Wow, Hurricane Bolters shoot so many rounds, it's hard for them not to do work. Not the best shooting phase, but when you roll that many dice, it doesn't seem to matter too much.
Charge phase. He's charging into that Dorito.
Nothing.
He charges. He made the 3-inch charge.
That's okay. He doesn't know how to hit me.
I'm gonna activate my Shield Captain on bike first. All of them will hit. 5.
Nope. He's dead.
Legatus Justilis just made beefcake a beef kebab.
So my Warlord went down. That was expected. I did not expect to lose 6 Berzerkers to the Hurricane Bolter shots in return, but that's the way it is. Power armor is so good. GW, so good.
I want to feel bad, but I just can't feel bad for Nostrades.
That's going to give a Warlord point for Sterling as well as another kill. Our score through 3 is 12-9 in favor of Sterling, but more importantly, Shayne is now out of command points, and Sterling still is holding on to 1. Top 4, not a lot for Shayne to move here. He's going to go to work, though. There's always more meat for the grinder with these World Eaters.
Yep. All right, so that's my movement. So for shooting, Khârn's going to do his plasma pistol into the bike.
He fails. He's at 2.
Dose damage. Land Raider is going to put its 4 las cannons into the Dread.
I will ignore
4 of them.
4 of those. He's down to 5.
Land Raider is going to charge your bike.
That is another unit.
Shayne's managed 2 kills this turn, and he holds 4 objectives. That's going to give him 6 points and take his score up to 15. Bottom of turn 4, I've never seen 19 models do so much work. Those Custodes on the table are as hard as Marines in the fluff. That is for sure. That Daemonic keeps leading the Terminators away from the objective. That's smart play by Shayne. You know, he knows that the Terminators got to come after him. They don't want to leave it alone. He needs to get that kill. And it's going to keep pulling him off that objective. If only Sterling could wound it in combat.
All right, charges.
The Aquilon Terminators charge the Daemonic and splat! 1 dead Aquilon in Overwatch, but he's left that Daemonic through the fight phase here with only 2 wounds. Couple kills for Sterling this turn, and he holds 3 objectives, giving him a score of 17-15 going into turn 5. He's only got a 2-point lead right now, but that may be enough. So turn 5, Shayne's fallen back to Daemonic again, pulling Sterling farther and farther from that objective. There's 0 shooting for this turn, as Shayne looks like he wants to get to grips with Sterling's rest of his units as soon as he can.
I'm just going to charge the Apostle into this combat here. And Khârn's charge.
Oh, he charges the Achilles Dread, and boom! He has pounded it into golden scrap. Khârn! Blood for the Blood God! Shayne manages a kill here and 3 objective holds, putting the score at 18-17 in his favor. But I think he may run out of turns here. Let's see Sterling's bottom of 5.
My turn.
Yep.
Sterling doesn't have a lot left to move here, and really, those Aquilon Terminators, they need to assault that Dread and kill it. I mean, it's only got 2 wounds left.
Into the Dorado.
4 pluses. Make them both.
Daemonic Overwatch, and wow, he's putting wounds on those Terminators, but it's not enough, as in the fight phase, boom goes the Dreadnought. Finally, 4 turns of fighting that thing, and they finally killed it. That was huge for Shayne, but I think this is a big turn for Sterling.
Do I explode?
Do you explode?
Yes.
You do explode.
Sterling's managed 2 kills this turn, and he holds 3 objectives. That makes our score through 5, 22-18 for the Emperor's Golden Boys. What a seesaw battle. Let's roll for the end of the game here. Oh, it's a 6. We go on to the 6th turn.
We're going into another turn of me really just praying that the Emperor protects.
It's all about Khârn now for Shayne, but he's really run out of units to kill.
So I'm sitting at 4.5, so I need to roll a 4.
You need to roll double 1, is what you need to roll.
Nah, Khârn's got this.
Khârn
loves
totally
this.
has it.
Charging into those Terminators, he wipes them out with impunity, but he only holds 2, and he kills 1, and that makes our score 22-21 for Sterling at present, going into Sterling turn 6. Sterling turn 6, he wisely just tries to hold. Don't give Khârn targets, that makes sense. If the game ends here, it's a win for him, so this is just a smart play.
2 shots from him into the Rhino.
Okay.
1 hit.
Cool.
5 plus. Nothing. And then the Custode will charge. All right. Come on, Dice Gods. I need all hits, all wounds. There's all hits.
Okay.
I need a subsequent all wounds on 5 pluses.
2.
Ooh, 2.
1 6.
That's a problem right there.
Give me 1 more turn, Sterling. You know you're not sick of me yet.
I am 100% not sick of you.
Alrighty.
We go to turn 7 with our score 24 for Sterling and 21 for Shayne.
So I need 3 points. I can hold 1, I can hold 2. If I kill him, I can hold 3, which means I can kill your Warlord.
I think the only chance Shayne has here is to ice that Warlord in shooting. That's going to lose Sterling a unit, a Warlord point, and a hold point.
And 4 las cannons and 2 heavy bolters into your Warlord.
Okay.
3 las cannons hit.
All right. On 3s?
Yep. 1. Might be able
1
to
3
do it.
plus.
No problems. Okay.
He's good.
Good game.
I
sir.
take it. I hold. I
Yep.
get 2 points. Done.
Yes, sir.
Good game,
That was a
man.
That was a good close one.
And that's it. Man, oh man, what a seesaw battle between these 2 juggernauts. Our final score is Sterling 26 and Shayne 23. You know, Sterling definitely made more 4-ups than anyone rightly should, but boy did he fail 2-up armor saves. I think had Shayne been a little luckier with his charge distance rolls, Sterling's trust in the Emperor's protection would not have been enough for him to eke out victory today.
It was a hard fight, but feeling pretty proud, you know. 1 bad dice roll could have completely turned it at any point in the last couple of turns there.
He weathered the storm pretty well because I had him outgunned for the first 2 turns. Or was it history is written by the victors, so there's not much I can say on it.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Special thanks to our players Sterling and Shayne, and to the Garage Games and Geekery for the recording space. Until next time you see us in the grimdark universe of the far-flung future, play on.